I think lunchtimes are about the worst time of day for me. Always having to sit here alone. Of course, mornings aren't that great either. Waking up and wondering if anyone would really miss me if I even got out of bed. And then there's nights, lying there thinking about all the stupid things I do during the day, and then all the times in between those when I do those stupid things. Well, lunchtime is among the worst times of the day for me. Well, better see what I've got. Peanut butter. Some psychiatrists say that people who eat peanut butter sandwiches are lonely. I guess they're right. And when you're really lonely, the peanut butter sticks to the roof of your mouth. There's that cute little redhead girl sitting over there. I wonder what she would do if I went over and asked if I could sit next to her. She'd probably laugh right in my face. It's hard on a face when it gets laughed in. So there's an empty spot next to her on the bench. There's no reason why I couldn't go over and sit next to her. I could do that right now. All I have to do is stand up. I'm standing up. I'm sitting down. I'm a coward. I'm so much of a coward that she wouldn't even think of looking at me. In fact, she hardly ever does look at me. I can't remember her ever looking at me. Why doesn't she look at me? Is there any reason in the world why she shouldn't look at me? Am I so small and she's just so great that she can't spare one little moment to... She's looking at me! She's looking at me! I think lunchtimes are the worst time of day for me. If that little redhead girl is looking at me with this stupid paper bag over my head, she must think I'm the biggest fool alive. Of course, if she's not looking at me, I can take it off and no one would ever notice. Although I can't tell if she's looking at me until I take it off. Although if I never take it off, I'll never have to know if she's looking or not. Well, it's very hard to breathe under here. Whew. She's not looking at me. Why doesn't she look at me? Oh well, one lunchtime over with. Only 2,863 to go.
I was 11 years old and I was already playing Little League Baseball. It was my observation at the time that pitchers received all the glory, and I coveted that position. Well, I played left field for a while, and then shortstop, and then finally first base near the end of the season. But being a pitcher was my dream. One problem was that my aim wasn't very precise, and another was that I couldn't throw the ball fast enough. And these are problems for an aspiring pitcher, but I was determined to throw the ball harder and more accurately. So at home, I chalked a big square on the north outside wall of our shed, which represented the average strike zone for a Little League better. And whenever I could, I practiced throwing the ball hard at the shed, keeping track of how many pitches were hitting the strike zone and how many were missing it. Whack! 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 I fancied myself a dangerous new pitcher in the making. I was improving a little, I thought, until one day I noticed that a crack had started to develop, right about where I'd been throwing the ball. I must be getting stronger to do this, I thought, so I continued throwing the ball with renewed vigor. After a few days, the crack had widened, and finally, with one mighty pitch, I broke a hole in the shed, and a piece of siding board fell through. Wow, I said to myself, it's amazing what a little ball can do. Well, a couple days later, Dad and I were walking in the backyard, and he noticed the hole. What's this? He asked me. Oh, that? Oh, I was throwing my ball, and I guess I threw too hard. It's my braggart's apology. Dad was not impressed in the least. You mean you saw this starting to happen and you kept on throwing until the siding board broke? Can't believe you'd be so stupid. I never did become a pitcher. Pitchers have to be fast, accurate, and above all, smart.
Dear Mandy, I really like you, and I wanted to know don't like him.
Too simple.